Hi guys, welcome to the Crylo Ren channel. Once again, it's Congru as always. And today we're going to talk about Book of Boba Fett, of course. Let's just talk about some of the key plot points that went down. I'm going to save my review for another time. I will tell you ultimately I thought Boba had some good moments. I thought the Boba story itself was okay. The Boba progression stuff was fairly good. I liked the stuff with the Tusken Raiders and how he realized that he wanted to rule with respect after what happened with him when he got taken captive with the Tuskens, that particular Tusken camp, and he proved his worth to them, and they loved him for it, right? But yeah, I think this movie was kind of saved by the Mando content. I think if the Mando content wasn't in, I think the Boba Fett series would have been really, really weak. And it's a shame that the series relied on another character from a different series to sort of save it. But there you go. I did really like the Rancor fighting though. I think that last episode was the best of Boba. The Rancor fighting was really good, and I really liked it when the Rancor offered the pike guard to Boba for an execution shot. That was really nice to see. Fennec was an amazing character. I thought she could have got a lot more screen time than she got. Actually, I really like Fennec. I really like the assassination scene at the end as well. That was really good. All right, so let's get on to some more juicier topic, right? And I like to call it Luke's mistake. And Luke's mistake is quite simple, right? Luke make Grogu pick between the Jedi training, which was the lightsaber, Yoda's lightsaber, and Din Djarin. Pick between his relationship with Din Djarin, who had obviously delivered a Beskar chainmail, and he was stopped by Ahsoka. And it was really weird to see Ahsoka go into this monologue to Din about think about Grogu's training. Are you really thinking about Grogu's training, or are you being selfish? That was really interesting to me because essentially Ahsoka was being selfish to Grogu's training. She was being selfish to the Jedi teachings. That you could clearly see Grogu wasn't distressed and he needed something, right? He's not fully into being a Jedi. He doesn't want to see the people that he cares about hurt anymore. That's why I think he's already seen the Jedi completely capsized by Anakin and the Stormtroopers. He's almost got PTSD, right? So he just doesn't want to give into the Force again because he almost feels like something bad's going to come out of it. And it just doesn't look like Ahsoka and Luke are even thinking about that, right? They're just stuck in those Jedi ways, right? It's like the boy, he's very powerful in the Force, so he needs training. But he needs training in this very specific way that we know failed. We know failed. Guys, Luke Skywalker knows that the old Jedi Order failed. He knows what helped redeem Darth Vader. And that was the Darth Vader's love of his son, Luke. Luke has already been through this, and it was really sad to see that he was essentially not learned anything from his encounters in the original trilogy. So yeah, I mean, based on him figuring out that he had to make this choice, Ahsoka sort of doing the old Jedi brainwashing is what I call it, where Din wanted to see his loved one. You could just think of a parent, right? When the Jedi come to take their Force-sensitive child, and they're just like, "Oh, can I see him again?" It's like, "Yes, you can, but if you do see him again, he might not be able to become a Jedi." Blah 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 blah. Do you see what I mean? It's very manipulative, and that's what I found with what Ahsoka and Din Djarin's scene was. It was like Ahsoka was manipulating Din into believing that it was his choice whether he wanted to see Grogu or not, but it really wasn't. They had already made the choice that he wasn't going to see Grogu, otherwise his training would have it could have just ruined his training, essentially, in their minds. It could have ruined Grogu's training if he sort of sat down with Din at that time. But yeah, it's really sad to see because the expanded universe Luke, he realized this. He realized that without love, the Jedi, basically love was a light-sided power. It would give you a favorable force power up, right? Especially in extreme circumstances where like one of his loved ones might die, he could always call on the Force and get new heights off that. And then, of course, like, you know, Luke is crazy powerful in expanded universe, but he's like, it's that, and obviously he's just a great Jedi who continues to meditate and learn. But in this Disney's Luke Skywalker, it's almost like he stopped learning, and he won't learn until obviously The Last Jedi, when he does his Force Skype and dies from it, sort of act. So yeah, I was really disappointed with Luke, I have to say. I was expecting more of a expanded universe Luke, and we got more of Jake Skywalker, unfortunately. But it is what it is. It's Disney's product, in it, so just gonna have to take that, I suppose. I don't see us seeing Luke anymore. I don't think Luke will be anywhere near Mando season 3. I think that's his part done. He's on his way, well on his way to becoming Jake the White, and taking Crylo as his Padawan, or Ben at that point, right? Another contentious point that came up was who saved Grogu, right? Grogu finally had a flashback that Luke sort of got out of him, and Grogu appeared to be carried out of the Jedi Temple on someone's back or in someone's hands, whilst he saw other Jedi fighting. Now, the interesting thing was that there is an insignia above the room that you can see, the only room that you can see. And it turns out that this insignia belongs to Barriss Offee. And Barriss Offee has a strong connection to Ahsoka, in fact. She's in the Clone Wars. I won't spoil too much, but Barriss Offee has a few plots in the Clone Wars. She's actually turns against the Jedi Order because she doesn't believe in it anymore. But yeah, and in the end, she's thwarted by Ahsoka and Anakin. And yeah, Ahsoka almost not agrees with it, but she can understand why Barriss did what she did, as she knows that there's plenty of trouble and plenty of things in the Order that's just not right and corrupt and stuff. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see if that was Barriss's office or if that was a red herring. But yeah, Barriss is definitely a Clone Wars character, and she's connected to Ahsoka, so I think it might be hinted, and there might be some exposition in Ahsoka's TV series about Grogu. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see, but I think it could be a red herring as well. Could just be like a little Easter egg that they've put there to throw people off of who the real person is. But yeah, I mean, we'll keep watching that with great interest, because I'm really not sure what they're going to do with that. So yeah, that'll be interesting to see. Also, I mean, there have been talks, I'm going to touch on this briefly because, I mean, there's no evidence in it, but there's talks that Yaddle and Yoda are Grogu's parents, right? The interesting thing about Yaddle is she's also Yoda's species, right? She's in episode 1. She's the only other one of Yoda's species. Remember, guys, there's no data on Yoda's species at all. There's no name on it or anything like that. You can even go to the Star Wars data bank. It will tell you the species unknown. So yeah, Yaddle and Yoda, people are speculating that they are Grogu's parents, being that they're such a rare species who are very in tune in the Force and who are probably verging on extinction because you don't know them, or just hidden on their one planet most of the time, that Yoda and Yaddle could have mated and had Grogu. There's no evidence on that, guys. There's no evidence. All we know is that Grogu is the same species as Yoda, but there have been, as I said, Yaddle is one of them, and other species of Yoda that have existed. But yeah, it would be very, very weird if Yaddle and Yoda are Grogu's parents, because we know that particular Jedi Order does not support Jedi attachments. You cannot have a wife in this Jedi Order, and Yoda is a main part of the Order. So I definitely don't think Yaddle and Yoda are Grogu's parents. But yeah, who knows? It's Disney, right? So finally, I just wanted to talk about one thing which is very interesting to me, and that's the possibility that Grogu actually becomes the Mandalore. Grogu is a Force sensitive. He hasn't had lightsaber training yet, but Din Djarin has the Darksaber, and I'm thinking that obviously Mando season 3 is going to be heavily on Mandalore, with Mando trying to reclaim his foundling status again. So it's going to be very interesting to see if by some chance Grogu comes out of this with the Darksaber. And yeah, I mean, I would love it if there's spin-off series where it's like the Foundling are trying to like restore the Mandalore to its past glories. That would be really interesting to see, and I would really love that. But But yeah, I think that's all I wanted to talk about today. Yeah, Book of Boba, it was good, but yeah, as I said, it was good because Mando most of the time. Yeah. What do you guys think? Let me know. But yes, been Congru, and I'll see you next time. Peace.